on, guys?
Hey, Coach.
What do you think about just the grind of the playoffs? Like, it seems like such a long season. I mean, so the other teams ended like a month ago. Just what have you learned about just the urgency of each game, even with such a long postseason?
Yeah, it was fun today talking to our players just about the experience that we've had together with such a new group and the things that we can learn moving forward. I mean, it is a grind. I walked in a day or two ago and was talking to one of the security guards, and he said it's Happy Tuesday, and I was like, I don't even know, is it Tuesday? Like what? So yeah, you just kind of lose sense of everything else. Your focus completely goes into the playoffs and Vegas and the adjustments and all those things, and so it doesn't feel real today. It might feel a little bit more normal tomorrow, but the playoffs are definitely a grind.
Did you do your morning watch or your film?
No, not today. Not today. We're saving that one.
Yeah, I'm wondering just how Saltu is doing physically, but also just mentally knowing that she wasn't able to be out there for the end of it.
Yeah, I mean, obviously she was disappointed not to play. I mean, as a competitor, you want to be out there helping your team. So I think that's the biggest thing is just her disappointment, but the main focus was her health, obviously.
Nate, you were talking last night about this making it to the finals being a place for you guys to build off of. Obviously, you were locked in on the games and everything, but have you had any moments today or over the season of wondering how much you'll be able to build just with all the roster uncertainty around the league?
Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of changes just like league-wide and stuff like that, so there's a lot of uncertainty. But yeah, I think for what we've done from a year ago to now is pretty impressive. And so whatever that leads to, we feel like we've built a great foundation for who we are and who we want to be in the future.
Coach, when you envisioned the trio of Kalia Copper, Alyssa Thomas, and Satu Sabling, what have you seen from these three players in the first year together?
Yeah, I mean, I think they did a great job together. I think the talent is there. Playing against a team like Vegas and their big three, just those minutes and experiences together mean something. And all those games that they play together, fourth quarters, those are times that we're going to continue to grow in that area.
Nate, when you look at the kind of background that you have, background that Christy has, NBA heavy as far as experience goes, and you see the introduction of more philosophies and concepts from that side, how do you see that and the compilation of coaches you have being an advantage for you all going forward?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's an advantage. I think it's just maybe we've seen some different stuff, but I do think that the league in general is looking at college and overseas and in the NBA. So obviously there's different ways to do it. The one thing about the NBA is, there's so many games. There's 82 games. The playoffs are long. The preseason is long. So you just have a lot of reps, and you get to see a lot of different things. There's 30 different teams, so there's different styles. Although that league is like our league, it's a copycat league. And so, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's an advantage. I just think it's another way maybe to see things, and I think people in our league are looking at different ways to play.
Perhaps taking the other look at that same question, what did you learn from this finals experience about what it takes in this league to evolve and be successful at the level of the finals?
Yeah, I mean, the farther you go, the harder it gets, right? And we felt like we played two great teams in the first two rounds. But then we saw another level in the finals. Vegas played extremely well. We felt like in a couple games we had a chance, but didn't get it done. But yeah, I'm super thankful that we've gone through this together, collectively as a team, as a staff, and just this is a very good learning opportunity for all of us to see what it takes in the plays and execution and all those things that make a difference in winning and losing the finals.
And what did you learn about DeWanna Bonner? Like, what did you know about her game when she joined the team in the middle of the season and what did you learn over time?
Well, her experience and versatility was huge for us. No moment is too big for her. She's seen everything. I think she got more and more comfortable as the season went on, and just her ability to speak to the team and calm the team when we needed it was important.
How do you think all this materialized so quickly with the group that was pretty much together less than a year and make a finals run like this?
Yeah, I mean, maybe less than 6 months, right? I mean, pretty impressive that the group that Nick and the front office put together. I mean, I think it says to the talent and also the people. Part of the thing we talked about last night, and part of the reason we're disappointed is we're not going to get to see each other every day. We've got a great group of people in this building. We were all building for the same thing, and didn't meet that expectation, and that's a little bit disappointing. But it's been a hell of a year. Super proud of what we got done, and feel like we've kind of set the tone for the future.
Back in June, Nick, you said that before a game against the Aces that Vegas has been the gold standard for this league the past 3 or 4 years. And so do you feel like the mission that was the veterans that came last year to try to restore this dynasty and look back on this season and the obviously trio that came here with Satu and Alyssa paired with Todd, do you feel like you restored it and that you feel like you matched that gold standard as a legacy franchise?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've taken a big step in the right direction, right? Every year brings new challenges, injuries, teams, but yeah, Vegas is the standard, right? They've won 3 of the last 4. I mean, you got to give them a ton of credit. We're all chasing them. We were in the hunt and came up a little bit short, and we're going to continue to keep chasing them like the rest of the league.
What'd you wake up thinking about today or feeling?
Yeah, I mean, disappointment, fatigue, what's next? Yeah, I mean, I think all of us, like, we get around our families and we're kind of looking at each other. I got to reintroduce myself to my kids, and I've been an absentee father for the last 6 weeks, but they've loved the ride. I mean, all of our players seeing their parents here and family, and it's a special time, right? Like, I mean, this atmosphere that the X Factor brings is second to none. I mean, it's what they give us in the life and the energy. It's very impressive, and I'm super thankful to be part of this organization.
Can you speak on the rookies throughout the season, the growth and the transformation we've seen from them, especially making it this far in the season, early on in their careers?
Yeah, I mean, what Mo has got done at this stage of her career is really big time, right? I listened to Game 1. I think she's the youngest rookie to start in the finals since 2018. I mean, 6 months ago, she'd never been in the U.S., right? Talking to her today just about the growth that she has made as a player, the homesickness and different things that she battled throughout the year. That stuff is real, and how she continued to fight and kind of figure it out as the year goes on tells you a lot about who she is. The next one, is probably Kat Westbeld, right? I mean, you talk about a journey for her to be a 29-year-old rookie, and all the things and the adversity and struggles that she's had along her career to finally make it into the W and play such a pivotal role throughout the season. Obviously, her role changed throughout the course of the playoffs, but those are just 2 rookies that made an impact on this run, and they should be extremely proud of what they've gotten done.
From the exit interviews today, what's kind of the general feedback you got from players and just kind of their general vibe of the season?
Yeah, I mean, everyone was super excited about what we got done as a group. There were, some people didn't even pick us to make the playoffs, right, coming into the season, which, we had a lot of unknowns, and we collectively did it together. But also disappointment and like an opportunity for growth, right? I think this is a mature group that we have. Again, we'll see who's with us again next year, with everything that's going on. But we've got a good understanding of who we are and where we're at, and we know that we need to get better.
When you look at your relationship with Nick in particular, because the player side is just ambiguity right now, what makes you think that connection with Nick can bring you all back to a position to have a chance at winning it all?
Yeah, when you take these jobs, really you're entering a one-on-one relationship with your general manager, right? And him and I have the ultimate trust in one another. I think he's a very, very intelligent general manager. I think he's got an understanding and knowledge and great relationships with some of the best agents in our league, which is important. And then also he's just a genuine good dude, right? And people like that about that. He's a straight shooter. Our players respect it. When we put this team together, this is the hope, right? But you never know for sure. And we're going to keep trying like we did last off season. I'm sure his wheels are already turning about things that we can do to get better, and those are conversations that we'll have here in the next couple months.
You talk about growth just like from an individual perspective. You were to coach, I think, against the only other coaches, or the only coaches in W to win a title, like Becky, Sandy, and Cheryl, right? So how do you feel like that experience is just...
that was huge for me. When I came into the league, those are the three coaches that I looked at, right? And it's been a great growth opportunity for me to go against three of the best in our league, and maybe maybe they're in the top 5 or top 10 of all time, right? And so obviously I've got relationships with a couple of them, and I think that's good. You got to go against the best, and I needed that. Last year our playoff run was pretty short, right? And so this was important not only for our team but for myself and our staff to go against some of the best staffs in our league, and so that is going to prepare us for the future for sure.
Do you think that the Aces lost some games in the first round and second round? Do you think that might have sharpened them in some ways for taking you guys on? And also, do you regret at all not playing Brown more earlier in the series?
No, I don't think I'd live with regrets. I think, as a coach, you're always making difficult decisions. I think they're 25-3 in the last 28, so they haven't had many losses. I think they're pretty sharp regardless. But yeah, they were playing at a high level for sure, and they knew as a group what it took, and they raised their level, and we didn't get to that level consistently.
Was there anything that you learned from last year's playoff showing that you either went away from or evolved going into this year that prepared you for more success in this aspect of postseason?
Yeah, good question. It's hard to compare because our teams were so different, right, from last year to this year. I thought the league did a good thing by going 1-1-1 in the first round. Last year in the playoffs, our first 2 games were in Minnesota. We had a close game in game 1, and then you're back at the Target Center, and that's a tough road. So I think the balance of the league and the schedule was better all around. I think that's why you saw more competitive series. And so anytime you get reps at something, you're going to feel more confident. And last year we didn't have a lot of them, so this year was a good step for me and my growth for sure.
Coach,
2 more.
what have you seen from the defensive intensity, which the Mercury are known for, this type of identity? Last year they were finished in one of the lower, and then they finished in the top 5 this year. How do you look to find these type of players that could fit in the defensive schemes in the future?
Well, to be great in this league, you got to be able to do both, right? And this year we made a big step in the right direction defensively. You can't always control if the ball goes in or out, but you can control how you defend. And part of the reason we got to the finals, a big part was because of our defense. And then we ran into a really good team and we didn't get as many stops as we needed. But defensively is definitely something that Nick and I talk about, finding defensive players, and that's something that we'll look at this offseason.
You talked about last night how this is going to be a year you'll never forget. Is this the most fulfilling year of your coaching career?
Yeah, it was. I mean, obviously as an assistant, the day-to-day is probably a little bit more joyful, right? Like you can kind of come and go and people don't want to talk to you as much, and you can move and be seen or not seen. But as a head coach, every day you need to come with it to a certain level. But that's what makes it fun too, right? And to have a group that was so new, to buy into the Phoenix Mercury the way that we did. This is a group that I'll remember forever because of that. There were a lot of times throughout the year when things got tough that we could have went a different direction, especially early in the year when we were facing with a bunch of injuries. And we stayed together, we believed in each other. And this was a goal, right? We wanted to make a playoff run. And we put ourselves in a great position.
We'll wrap there. Thanks,
Awesome.
Nate.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Thanks, guys.
That's great.